How you?
And I am sipping very slow as we speak.
I was gonna ask you about the commercial, but yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do another commercial
Mhm.
because I can't give this guy that's on the music. I can't give him proper credits the way that
Oh,
this
okay.
video was sent to me. So I'm going to redo it with another song and be able to give the artist proper credit. But what's up, everybody? You are tuned into another week of Access Granted the Parts. Your boy, Mr. Antoine, is in the building. My sister, Lisa Monet, is here. How are you doing, sis?
I'm good. How are you today?
Uh, I'm okay.
You
I'm here.
okay?
The fact that I'm doing this show right now is good news, but you want to continue to send some prayers out for my cousin who is in the hospital and recovering from a stroke. And she's doing well, but I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at
Yeah.
that. T-shirt check. What we got?
Well, today I
Naturally
am wearing.
beautiful. There she
I
go,
am
y'all. She right.
naturally beautiful.
Nice.
Miss Scott is an administrator at my children's elementary middle school when they were in elementary middle school. All three of them. They are older now. But Miss, this is her brand. So she started I Am Naturally Beautiful. I don't know the time she started, but this is her brand.
Okay.
So I'm representing her tonight, Miss Scott.
Nice.
Yep.
And I am
She has these in all
representing
colors, mugs, keyboards, mice. I like the mouse that goes with it.
Yep. She doing it. Okay.
Yep, sweatsuits, hoodies, t-shirts. She even came out with this was a mask and shirt combo. Remember when like the pandemic was
COVID.
at its roaring times? It was a combo that I purchased from her. So I have a mask with the logo on it and the shirt to match.
Gotcha. Okay, nice. And I am representing someone tonight as well. This is my boy Najee Farewell. The name of his line is the Farewell Collection. And I'm saying a little bit too, because of course it says farewell on the front, but
what is it?
Has a little a little alien there, and I'm not going to turn all the way around, but there's a
I like it.
And it says we come in peace. I ain't want to put my booty all in the camera, so I'm not going to turn all the way around. But yeah, and I actually I had a chance to shoot an interview with him yesterday, and I'm actually uploading that to YouTube as we speak. So in about 3.5 minutes, that interview will be available on the Access Granted YouTube channel. Just a really young, amazing man, a Bowie State graduate. And he's out now doing his thing, working as a data analyst for a big company. And he's doing his entrepreneurial thing. He talks about the real estate endeavors that he wants to do, the collection, and a lot of stuff. And his mom and his dad had on a sweatsuit, had on sweatsuits on Saturday.
Okay.
When I saw them at an event, and I was actually kind of hating because the sweatsuits were kind of fly. And I didn't know anything about it, because if so, I would have got one. But shout out to my man Najee. I told him I was going to represent him on the show today, so got my boy up here, the Farewell Collection. Just go on IG and check out the farewell collection, and you can see he has an amazing assortment of clothes and everything on there. So salute to that young man. 23 years old, out here doing his thing.
Oh, that's right.
He making more money than me right now. So
That's okay. It's coming.
But other than that, before we bring the guests up, do we have anything else? Shout out to our girl Ja Avi. She was down in Dallas over the weekend for our boy Jay Waiters. His album release party was yesterday, I believe, and I've seen about that much of the video. Seen about that much of her performance. She was doing, and apparently she had an amazing time down in Dallas. So shout out to her.
Good.
That's my little sister on the singing tip. Of course, one of the performers that we had at our sipping paint or sipping hot winter's sipping paint experience that we had.
Yes. Yeah.
God, that seems like it was forever ago now.
I'm saying.
Geez, that was when was it? September?
It was September 21st.
That seems like forever.
It does.
But
it's the elemental P.
Yeah, absolutely. But congratulations to Jay Waiters. If the album isn't out already, I believe it will be dropping very, very soon. So I'll be looking forward to checking that out. But from what I've seen on social media from her, she just had an opportunity to enjoy the whole experience. Just going down to Dallas. She was talking about the weather.
Yeah.
She met some great people because when we go out, we do that networking thing and make sure we connect with people. So I'm really proud of her, and I can't wait to actually talk to her when she gets back, so I can get a little more of an idea of everything that happened. And I want to see some footage. I need to see more. Like y'all supposed to be bombarding this, but I'm quite sure because I know he had his media team working, so I'm quite sure in the next couple of days we'll definitely be seeing some more from that.
Yeah, I mean it's just over the weekend, so give them a little bit of time.
That's no excuse. They had 24 hours. No, I'm just playing. But
give them a little bit of time.
Forward to it. And again, man, salute to all of the team from Dallas. Shoot, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna text my wife real quick and ask her to bring this down to me because I received some merchandise from one of our Dallas people, and I want to make sure that I show it on the show. But while we're waiting for that, we'll go into tonight's guests. She is a writer, a director, a producer. She owns like 37 production companies, 54 studios. She is Tyler Perry in the making, and we're going to speak that into existence. I definitely believe in putting stuff like that into the atmosphere. Miss Lynaia Jordan, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
How are you? And I noticed when you said T-shirt check that you got up, and when you sat back down, you had on I think that's a different T-shirt. So tell us about the T-shirt that you have on.
So it's a T-shirt that I made for this past Saturday. I had my red carpet premiere for one of my films, my series Torn. So I made some T-shirts for giveaways, and I had an extra one left over. So I was like, they doing T-shirt check. Let me
just put one on.
Yeah, but it's made by me.
Awesome. That's what's up.
I'm trying to tell my wife to go get the hoodie.
The hoodie? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So go ahead, Lisa.
So tell us a little bit about your the red carpet event you just had.
Yeah, so this year I filmed a 6-episode series called Torn, and we did our red carpet premiere, which we showed all 6 episodes. So I was really excited because Torn has been in the making for a while, and I was just so excited to show it and be able to move forward with, the next project that I just did as well. But it was awesome. We had a great turnout, mad love and support. The actors came out. Everything was like really, really good. We had a La Familia Soundstage, which is like a local business here in Baltimore, and they treated us very well. It was really good.
La Familia is killing the game right now. Every they're batting 1,000 with every event that I've either been to or heard about at La Familia. So shout out.
Yes.
I wish I would have been able to get in touch with you sooner so that we could have gotten you on the show before the premiere. I would have loved that, had you on, so that we could have talked about that. But do you care to tell us just a little bit about the series itself? Share some stuff about
it. Sure. So Torn is an urban love story about 2 brothers and how they have like a relationship with their family members, their girlfriends, and they all entangled up into the drug
Right.
world, car dealership world. And it's just a whole lot of drama and a whole lot of mess with these two brothers. And they just trying to figure out if they're going to be torn or, everything will work out. So that's basically in a nutshell what torn is about.
Sounds like Baltimore.
Yeah. Yep.
It does.
Sounds like Baltimore in a nutshell. And I'm very interested because you sent me like a ton of stuff that I actually could show, but if I showed everything that you sent, we wouldn't have any time to actually interview you on the show. But I want to get an idea of how you got started in the actual writing process. Me, I would not have the patience to sit down and write a script for a commercial. Better yet, a short movie. Better yet, a series. Better yet, all of the stuff that you've done. So just give me a little idea of how you even started writing and what got you interested in it.
So, growing up in the projects, I'm from Flag. I used to always like wanted to be a singer. So I would write little poems and stuff and sing. And my grandmother by marriage, Mary Carter Smith, she's an African griot. And she used to take me to different events that she would do where she would tell old folk tales. And so that's how I kind of got into the writing realm as far as like writing poems, writing songs. And then through the years of going through different things in my life, I started to write just to release the things that I was going through. And I first started off with my books, Torn But Not Broken, part one and two. And that's kind of what Torn the series is about. But I gave it a little twist so people wouldn't know what's going to happen because the books are is totally different than the series. And then how I got into the film industry was because this guy read my book Torn, and he was like, "You should turn that into a movie." And I was like, "Well, it's a book series, so maybe it'll be a better series." And so then I started writing it, and things didn't work out with the guy. And after that, my husband was like, "Look, we're gonna do this thing ourselves, and you write. I'm gonna learn how to do the camera," and that's how Jordan Productions started. Yeah,
Okay.
and we actually we started filming our own projects May of last year.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So we got a lot of projects out, but
So
I mean,
I was going to ask, and you actually made a great point because to me, I always wondered how the process is if you write the book first
mhm,
and then you go to turn that book into either a movie or a short series.
mhm.
Um, how do you maintain the integrity, I guess, so to speak, of the storyline in the book, but also give it a little bit of a different plot, a little bit of a different twist, so that the people that have read the book 4 times don't sit there through the whole movie and be like, well, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, because that's
Right,
what I would do. That's what I would do.
right. So that's really a good question because my mother best friend she actually like posted about the series because she was at the red carpet premiere and she was like, "Oh, I love what you did with it," because I was totally shocked because it was different than a book. So writing a book and writing a script for a film is totally different, right? Because in a book you can be like the third person and speak to yourself in the third person, but in a series you actually have to be like each character. I mean, in a film you have to be each character, so you have to, being a writer, you have to go into being each character, right? Being each character and write out what the character is going to say and stuff like that. But what I did was I read my books over, right? And I was like, and you know what? I ain't trying to sound cocky, but I just thank God because my gift is writing, right? So when I read my books over and I was like, how can I make this different? And I started writing and it just was different. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to write it like this. I just start writing, and then when I write, things just go. Like I'm able to just like write, and I'm just in what I'm writing, and that's how that happened. Um, any smart person, right person, like, all right, I want to get this over with. You can just copy and paste, and boom, then you go with your script for your movie, and it's the same thing as your
Nah,
book. But I wanted to switch it up a little bit, so that's what I don't know how it happened, but that's how it happened.
it's okay to be cocky because we are. Okay, you can go ahead and pat yourself. Shout out to my girl T Quest checking in. So when you made that transition from the book to the movie, um, were there certain like meat and potato parts that you wanted to make sure that you transitioned over? You know, just to make sure again that you didn't lose like the main storyline or the main integrity of the book.
So the storyline is different
Okay.
because
Oh.
the book is about Sun and Meth, and Ruby and Corey kind of died off in the beginning of the book, but in the series, all of them are still there. And so, but what I kept was the name of the characters. I added some new characters in the series, and I kept the relationship between Corey and Ruby, the love, like showing that love, how much in-depth love they had. So building up to their love for each other. I
Mm.
kept that. I switched it up a little bit with Meth and Sun. I kind of made them not together anymore, but I did keep all of the same character names.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. And so then how fun or how difficult was the process of making sure that you had the right actors to bring these characters to life?
Honestly, you never know, right? So, like I said, when I did it in 2019, I thought it was amazing how well everything went. It was amazing how I had good actors and good actresses. And then when all of that stuff happened with the guy and everything, and I came to the conclusion that I had to film it over, when I went back to the old actors, some of them wanted to stay and some of them left. So I was like, oh my goodness, will this be the same film? Will this be the same? Will I get the same reaction that I got when I did the teaser for it, right? In 2019. And honestly, when the actors came on, the new actors, they made it into a different tone, right? So their
Hmm.
personality, even though they had the same character names, they had the same character breakdown, but their personality, their voice, their demeanor changed the dynamic of the series. So it's totally different, and I'm happy that it turned out the way it did. You
Wow.
know, because sometimes our vision be one thing, and then when you see actors acting, you like, oh wait a minute, this might be better this way. So I'm really excited on how it turned out.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's interesting. And once they kind of got a grip of the script and everything, and got on set and started doing it, did you give them any like creative freedom on their own to kind of add their own kind of personality and everything to the script?
Yes, I am that kind of director, whereas though I let them know, like, if I wrote something and you feel like it would sound better saying being said this way, I give them that opportunity to
Yeah.
do that, to be themselves, like bringing their own flavor on set. The only thing I ask them is, if you say it this way one time, say it again the next time when we go to film it, because
Right.
continuity is really big. So, but yeah, to answer your question, yes, I allow them to just
Yeah.
like come in, give me advice, like, Lynaia, I think we should do it this way. I'm like, okay, let's see how it'll work that way. And if I like it, I'm like, all right, we're gonna do it again. If I don't, like, yeah, we might not. I don't think we're gonna do it that way.
Yeah. I think that's very important from a
Hmm.
writer and a director standpoint to kind of give an actor that leeway. I was listening to one of our old interviews that we did a couple of years ago. This was during the pandemic. We had a comedian by the name of Talon on. Not sure if you're familiar with him, but he's the guy that says it's just comedy, and he stands with the Heineken bottle. But anyway, he was talking about he was in the movie Sunset Park,
Hmm.
and he talked about how him and Fredro Starr, who's the rapper from Onyx that was in the movie. I think his character name was Shorty, and he talked
Hmm.
about how when they got on that movie set, they were the only two New York people in the movie. Rhea Perlman was the star of the movie. She, of course, isn't from New York. And then they had a bunch of other people. Actually, a very young Terrence Howard was in that movie. But they said that when they went over the script, there were certain things that were being said. And with the movie being based in New York, they wanted it to have that real, authentic New York feel. And the stuff that was written in the script wasn't the way that New York people were saying it. So they had to go to the writer and the director, to try to get that freeway to say that leeway to say, we're New Yorkers. This is the way that we say certain things. This is the way that we react to certain things. And thank God that they did give them that freedom, because if not, that movie, which already wasn't the greatest movie in the world as it is, wouldn't have been nearly, what it was. Because you have to, and I think the more as an actor, the more you read the script and kind of understand where the writer and the director and the producer wants to go, you can do that without going too far to the left, or at least the good actors can. I've seen actors try to do it and totally destroy a scene or totally destroy a film. So I think it's great that you're willing to give that freedom to the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really dope. So again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the links that you sent. Lisa, she sent me enough stuff that we could have just shown her stuff.
It's all good.
The entire show, but I told her at the beginning that I definitely want to make sure that we highlight some of the stuff that we sent. So you let me know which one you want to start. I have Our Neighborhood, a right kind of love, the Beautiful Scars teaser, and the holiday hit teaser.
Okay, so
and then whichever one you want to start with, we'll
you didn't pick Torn. You didn't pick the Torn teaser. So
you know what? Hold on. Did you send me the Torn teaser?
I think so, but we can kind of let's start from the beginning. That way you guys can see our growth, right?
Okay.
If you start with if you start with a little snippet of Our Neighbor, and I can just tell you, Our Neighbor was the very first thing we filmed. And it was just like a little practice thing with my son and my nephew and nieces, and we posted it on YouTube just to see what people would think. And that was the first thing we ever edited. So you can see like how we started in our beginning with no training and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll be awesome to see how you guys have gone from that into Torn. And while this is playing, I'm going to try to get Torn up as well. Okay, so here we go. You guys here?
Yeah. My son friend here. My nephew. And that's my son.
Every time we walk down the alley, he's watching us. It's creepy. Yeah, my mom said stay away from his house.
Our grandmother told me he had a son. And when the son got killed, he stayed to his house.
I don't care. Stay away. He be killing kids. I had some questions. It was Russian.
Oh, yeah, to get in there. Yo, look. He looking at us right now.
No, he ain't. He going to the store. He might take a while.
Yo, let's go to his basement, see if he got any kids in there.
I'm not going over there. Let's just go on the trampoline in the backyard.
Definitely not going. Man, you are so what?
Who's going?
I'm going. Shoot, I'll go.
All right, let's go.
All right, I'll be the lookout. I just have a trampoline. The track can.
There's no way like that. Guys, let's go. We've been here long enough.
No.
Well, I'll give y'all 20 if y'all want to go in the basement.
I mean, how are we supposed to get in the basement?
Well, I've been watching him and he leaves the back door open just in case it's something.
Shoot, I'll take the $20. I'll go.
Me too.
Hey, then you go out with him.
All right, I'm gonna be the lookout. Y'all, it might be dark, so have your flashlights.
And not me. Uh-uh.
This place is awkward.
This place is dirty.
He got some crazy.
Oh no, he left. Uh-uh.
I'm kind of scared. I think we should go right now. Me too.
Got some chunk.
Oh, that is
Deuces.
What I was going for with this was like a little goosebumps kind of feel.
Oh, okay.
Growing up, like we had goosebumps, and so, but they went on me after the second episode. Like
They, not them quitting.
they ain't want to do it no more. So I was like, all right, whatever. But this was the very first thing that we ever filmed, ever edited, ever did ourselves, and people really liked it. It was like, all right, what happened next? Even though it was a little real quick.
That's exactly where I was going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did two of those. So part two, so it was about a neighbor that was like real creepy, and they went into his house, and so he locked them in the basement, and kind of made it end with like a birthday party, but they ain't let us finish it out. That's what was the ending. But I actually let my nephew write on this. Like he said he wanted to write something, so he wrote some parts of the second episode.
Wow.
Let them, do get in and do their thing or whatever. But they, after the second filming day, they ain't want to do it. I was like, oh, okay. So
Y'all could have been famous sitting up here playing around.
yeah, but that was the very first thing.
Okay.
So what was like your biggest learning experience from that when you transitioned into the second thing that you decided to do?
Editing is hard. That was the worst thing, like trying to figure out what sounds to put where to put transitions, how to color, how to make everything look even in color and everything. That's like the hardest thing for me. Writing it was like easy. Like I wrote that little script the same day we filmed it. So it was like, let's do something real quick, and that's what we did. But that editing stuff, man, it's tough. Yes.
I understand how you feel because, like I said in the beginning of the show, I actually interviewed someone yesterday, and this was an easy edit because I pretty much just let him talk all the way through, so I didn't have to do a lot of taking in and out. But I've edited some things, man, where it's so it's like pins and needles sometimes, sitting there trying to figure out. And like you said, the transitions are so important. Like the wrong transition can totally screw up the message that you're trying to get across, the point that you're trying to get across at a specific time. And if you don't have the patience to sit down, I don't know what you use to edit, but if you don't have the patience to just really sit down and just dedicate some time to it, and I'm talking for me, I'm talking 15 to 30 minutes, So for you guys doing like movies and series and stuff, I can just imagine
And,
like it would give
and
me a headache. It would give me a headache.
I can't take all the credit. I do like the putting the clips together and connecting the sound, like the vocals. But my husband does like the transition, the coloring, check the levels of the sounds, the
Gotcha.
songs,
Yeah.
the little
Shout out.
sound effects. He do all of that.
Yeah. Shout
I
out
just
to your husband. I ain't. Nah.
yes,
Nah. I
yes.
got.
He,
So you guys are created now, Jordan Productions.
mhm.
Um, Talk a little bit about that. And I know you have these things, but like, is there anything outside of like movies and series that you guys plan on doing?
Also, we created Jordan Productions, and we started off with a stage play. So I'm a playwright. So I wrote a stage play, and the stage play we performed it a couple times. We did at Morgan State University,
Hmm.
A Right Kind of Love. We went to Bowie Center of Performing Arts. We did it at Lithuania Hall. That's a hall over West Baltimore, and we did it at the Children's Guild. So I actually had two stage plays. So that's where we first started, like with Jordan Productions. We did a stage play while the guy was filming Torn. And so then we got into buying cameras and stuff, and we did Beautiful Scars, which is our very first feature film. We filmed that the same time that we did Our Neighbor, the two Lord. It was a 1 day film day for those. Um, we did Beautiful Scars like from May to September. We filmed that, and then we filmed Holiday Hit, which is our second full feature film, and we filmed it and edited it and premiered it in like 6 weeks. So we was
Wow.
like grinding.
That's amazing turnaround time to go
Yeah.
from wow. Okay, so I actually have some clips from all three. So you tell me which one you want to do next, and we can get into that.
So I mean, you can do like the clip of Beautiful Scars first. That way you'll see like this was our very first full feature film we ever did, and then you can do Holiday Hit, which is like get ready to drop any day now on Tubi on the streaming platform.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna come back and talk about that a little bit too. But you said Beautiful Scars first.
Yep.
Okay, we'll get into that one, and then we will be right back. I need to get me a daggone producer to sit over here and who is that? This is
How do you do this? When she's ugly, you turn them eight.
let me start that from the
How do
beginning.
you do this? When she's ugly, you turn them eight. Then you turn them oh. Oh wait, what's your name? I'm the record. Hey, wait. You sure you're ready for this?
I guess you can.
Baby, you know you make me so happy.
No.
Yeah. What? What? You can tell me.
Baby.
And the man that you wanted didn't want you.
Got a pretty severe head injury.
Granny, is that yours, Daddy?
Who's your friend?
Oh, that's my friend Nicole.
Hello.
What the hell are you doing here?
Forever? No, that's impossible because I was always beautiful on the inside.
Hmm.
So Beautiful Scars is actually based off of my book Beneath the Surface, and I pulled Beautiful Scars from streaming because we were selected for a film festival in Charlotte, and we screened there, and I really I really felt like it wasn't ready for the world to see it the way that it was. And the reason why is not that it wasn't a good story. The actors did great. It was a little bit of coloring that I saw, a little bit of sound things I saw, and so I felt like I wouldn't have did the actors any justice by putting that out there at the same
Mm.
time I put out Holiday Hit, which is to me looks different, sounds different. And I wanted to, be fair. So I pulled Beautiful Scars off of streaming. And I'm in the process of re-editing it a little bit so it can go on streaming. So it'll be streaming next year, probably January, February of 24.
Okay. So I have a question just from looking at that clip right there.
Mhm.
In addition to the actors, I feel like the filming locations are also very important and add to the movie. But I always wondered, unless you have your own studio where you can, set up a hospital set or something like that, how do you get hospital sets and stuff like I saw in that clip?
Mhm.
So
I can't imagine
you
pulling
can
up the university and being like, "Yo, can I use one of your rooms?"
So you can do it a couple ways. So let me tell you, you can do it a couple ways. So like in my short film, Running Laws, we had a hospital scene, and I set up my dining room as a hospital scene.
Wow.
So I went on Facebook Marketplace, found somebody that was selling a hospital bed, and
No.
we went all the way out Aberdeen, picked up the bed, all of this other stuff. So they and Shawnee J, she just commented that's actually Larissa in Beautiful Scars. She's the lead.
Okay.
Hey,
Um,
girl.
Hey, Shawty.
Hey, Shawnee.
she she did an awesome job. Like she's an excellent actress. But yeah, so then for Beautiful Scars, I wanted it to look more authentic, and so I rented a place out in Delaware, and we went there and we filmed there. But like showing the front of the hospital and stuff,
Mhm.
we just pretty much did some guerrilla film and
Yeah.
told the actors we gonna be out here filming. Y'all just walk up to the hospital and come back and like walk in. We done. So that's what we did with a couple of scenes. But yeah, that family member houses and stuff like my aunt, my mother, um, cousins, friends. I call people up like I'm like, I need to film a scene. You think I can use your house? We won't be there all day, but make sure everything back the way it is. And everybody that's mostly where my sets come from. My family, my friends, and my mother, my aunt, and people just allow me to come in their house and film or their restaurant and stuff like that. So I really have just been blessed with having people open enough to like, yeah, I want my house to be in the film.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
exactly.
okay.
And it's funny. I've because I've been in situations like that where we've been in people's houses doing stuff, and I know that you can definitely, like you said, just go do some guerrilla filming and just stand out in front of a hospital and show the show the front of that hospital, and then the next thing you know, you go to a room and you think it's inside of the hospital. I've always been curious about hospitals and police stations, how people pull that off, because I know that you can't actually go on the inside of those two buildings and do any kind of filming really.
Yeah, so police station in Torn, we actually have a police station film. So I use my job and just filmed in an office space. So you can just turn an office space into a police station, add sound effects alike, and make sure the people got badges on, and there you go.
That is so creative. That's
Yeah.
so creative. That's what's up. And they say it take a village. You said
Yeah,
everybody. I need. Let's. I need help. Who got a house? I know
yeah,
that's right.
I
yeah. I'll be
mean, I'm
sorry.
not gonna say where I work on air, but if you ever needed some space, I might be able to beat
All right, I
you.
need some space. You ain't gotta say nothing else.
She said she gonna make that space work.
That's it. We gonna make it work.
Hey,
Yep.
you never know, and man caves. But yeah, that was something that I've always been curious of because again, it's something that you don't think about when you're watching,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mhm.
the scene locations and people like multi-million dollar movies actually have people that they pay to go out
And Scout.
actually, yeah, scout scenes and scout locations and everything like that, because it really plays like I was watching da, da, da. I was watching Four Brothers yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
and yeah, them Andre 3000, and I got curious watching some of the stuff because the movie is based in Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
and I went on one of those websites and I just put in the filming locations for that movie, and probably 75% of that movie was made in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Okay.
just even the main house, where the grandmother's house where they used to stay when they were young, that house is actually in Canada. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So what they probably did was they took a couple. They did B footage in
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yep. They did some B-roll footage. Yep.
That's it. They did B footage in Detroit and made it like the surrounding thing, so people be like, "Oh yeah, that's Detroit. That's
Yep.
Detroit.
Show
That's
some
Detroit."
familiar scenes. Yeah. And a lot of people don't even realize it. Like none of the movie New Jersey Drive was made in New Jersey. That was all made pretty much in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
So location is everything. So you also said holiday hit. You want to get into that one next?
Sure. Let's get into that one. So, Holiday Hit is the our second full feature film, and that's a holiday film. I kind of did a remake on Home Alone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You said of Home Alone.
Yeah, the black version of Home
Wow,
Alone.
interesting. And this is what I love having her as a guest, because you notice, Lisa, she just goes into introducing and telling us about the clip before we go into it. That gives me a few seconds to pull it up. So I love that. So let's get into this real quick. Holiday hit.
I even like those graphics right there.
I'm saying.
Morning, Trey Crane.
Good morning, Maria. You look big. I mean, I can even guess this.
Girl, I hit the lottery last night and it was not for a little bit. I'm rich.
Where's mommy? That's what I want to talk to you about. She called this morning. She had back from reception. She's not coming home until Monday. And Daddy didn't answer his phone. So home for the weekend.
Look at him.
Look at the look on his
Look
face.
at his face.
I'm sorry. Hi, Mr. Panther. We're here to fix your kitchen sink. You seem to find out what the
He
problem
ain't
is.
trying to fix no sink,
You
mister.
got a hole in your rectal stimulation plan.
What?
No, Miss Dell sees everything. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to send the police.
911, what's your emergency?
It's some strange men looking in our window.
Hello?
Now let the first phase begin.
Oh! Oh, baby! Ow!
Dang, don't move. You got 2 mice on your feet.
Did you hear the word? Yeah, he must be really scared of rats.
That's what you get for eating.
Hot dog.
We are here live once again. My name is Aaron Langston Percy Thunderbuck III. Cut!
Daddy!
Yes, Pumpkin.
My mother and brother and sister are on the news.
What the?
Trickery? Why are you here?
Now's the time.
What the heck was that? Todd!
All right. All right. All right. So I want to see that. So the one thing that I've noticed from the first one to this one, first of all, the sound quality is much better on that one. But then you guys, it looks like in just that little clip, did an amazing job with the sound effects.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of, my husband kind of like got more into, that's his thing again. That's his thing, Jason. That's his thing. And he got more into like what we want to be seen as, instead of just putting anything out saying we made a film. And so he went online, started researching, doing a lot of researching on different types of looks and sounds for different films. And you know, I can give all credits to him, because it definitely wasn't me.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, I mean, we edited together. We was shifting, taking shifts, taking turns, because people was like, y'all crazy, y'all just finished this film and you get ready premiere. And we was like, yeah. And it was like, it was amazing. Like I was really pleased with how Holiday Hit turned out.
That was a very professionally done movie trailer.
Thank you. Yes.
Cognizant of what you see on TV, you know, like for the bigger movies. My question is, how did y'all get the scene of the plane landing towards the end?
So that's what you call stock footage.
Gotcha.
So sometimes, like when you need certain things, you go on to these sites where you purchase already filmed things to put into your film that you would not have access to, like a hospital room, you know, doctors walking down hallways, stuff like that. So that's called stock footage. So the plane landed was stock footage. But yeah, Holiday Hit is about a lady that hit the lottery, and she has some plumbers come over and overheard things, and they try to break in, but her kids are home alone. They supposed to went with their father, and they home alone, so they do all these different things to them. And yeah,
I love it. And when is that going to be available?
so I'm waiting now. So the way that the streaming platform work, they don't give you a specific day. They like, oh, it's in queue and it's dropping any day. So they don't even give you a specific day. They just tell you, all right, it then passed quality control and it's on the line to be dropped in. So it should be soon. But as soon as they tell me Lynaia, and I check every day. So it's going to be on Tubi. I know that it's going to be on Tubi. As soon as they let me know, I'm going to be definitely like posting. So I really haven't been posting about it and stuff, because I hate to have people build up and I not even know the date, you know.
Absolutely.
So I just like wait. I'm gonna just wait until they give me the date, or they say it's streaming, because it's no date.
The way that this whole social media algorithm thing works, if you post that on your page, I might not see it. So I need like a tag or an inbox
Oh, definitely,
just to say that it's there. So I know I definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it as well.
I definitely want to check that out. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because like I feel like it's a big thing now for a lot of, I'll just use the word independent filmmakers, producers, and everything, to go the route of the streaming platforms, to the Amazon Prime and so on and so forth. Can you talk a little bit about the process of how that works?
Sure. So first thing, you in order for you to even get on any of these big networks, because there's a difference between the network and the streaming platform.
Right,
Well,
absolutely.
in order for you to even get on these big networks, you have to have like a face. And a lot of us as indie writers and producers and executive producers doing their own thing, our budgets don't even be big enough to pay people to come in, big faces, Hollywood faces. So that's why you see a lot of indie films on Tubi and Amazon Prime and Mplex and stuff like that, All Black, those type of streaming platforms, because they're taking the indie film. So I went through Man Robinson Distribution, and they based out of Atlanta, because here in Baltimore it's really not a lot of distros, but I went through them. But as doing my, I tell people, you have to do your research, be willing to share information. Big shout out to Alvin Gray, because he shares a lot of information with me and we go back and forth. He's another indie filmmaker in Baltimore. And you got to be willing to share information, because you might think that you're doing the right thing with this distro and getting the right percentage and stuff like that. But then it might not be right for you. So just shop around, do your research on the distribution company, and once you get with a distribution company, then they pitch your stuff to the streaming platforms and the networks and stuff, and they'll let you know. But with Holiday Hit, that's when I started Mama D's production, because one of my cast members, Chicken Wing, he's actually the star in Holiday Hit. He wanted to invest in the production company. So I started Mama D's production with him. And he's my me and my husband's business partner now, Kent Boyd, but aka Chicken Wing, now on the projects that we did moving forward after Holiday Hit. So like Torn, which you got that, you can
I
pull
have
it, show
uh,
Torn. So
I
Torn
have
is, so we did Torn we started Torn March of this year. We
Excuse me,
filmed
y'all.
6 episodes and we stopped in September, and then we went right into filming The Volunteer in October. So we filmed that the whole month of October. So our last day of filming for The Volunteer was like October the 27th. And then I had my premiere for Torn on November 4th. So I don't have any footage really I didn't have any footage for The Volunteer because I haven't even touched it, like any editing to it. But that'll be like in 2 weeks. I should have like a teaser, and that's a faith-based film. But we can show the teaser or the trailer for Torn.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question, just out of curiosity. How do you guys determine the budget that you have for each individual project?
So to be honest, Beautiful Scars, I didn't come up with a budget. God just pretty much blessed me and my husband to be able to just say, all right, this is what we're gonna do, and we just paid for it and made everything work. So we didn't have a budget for that. Holiday Hit, we didn't have a budget for that either. We just paid for things. Torn, that's when I start like, okay, I'm not making no money off these movies that I'm doing yet. So
Right.
I went in and I started like, all right, writing things down. Not to say it was a budget, but I wrote things down and I put a limit on what I was able to finance, what I was able to pay. And we did the same thing for The Volunteer. What I can tell you is series are way more expensive. 10,000, I mean, to an indie, 10,000 minimum. And how we cut our episode though, that's 10,000 an episode, but we cut a lot of our cost out because we do everything ourselves. So we do our own filming, we do our own editing, and all of that. Other indie filmmakers, they are the writers, but they have executive producers coming, and then they have to send their stuff out for editing. They send their stuff out for sound and stuff like that. So, but we lucky that we're blessed that we are able to do everything in house ourselves. So that cuts out a lot of budget. But anywhere from 3,000 to I was in a film festival where a short film they had like $1 million budget. Yeah. And I was just blessed to be in a film festival with my film showing the same time $1 million budget film was showing. But it varies. It varies on what you can do as an indie filmmaker.
So how do the film festivals work? How does your work even get submitted to that? Is that something that you do on your own, or does someone else have to? Okay.
No, so you as the owner of the film, you just go on. It's a site called Film Freeway, which has like festivals all over the world, and they have all of them listed. And you just pay because you have to pay to be in the festival. Like I never seen a free film festival yet. You pay to get in the festival, and your film get watched or whatever, and then they'll let you know if it was selected for screening. I've been blessed I've won 2 film festivals. I've screened in like 5, and they've been everywhere from New York, Charlotte, Atlanta. I just did one in Atlanta the middle of October. California. So it's all over, depending on where where you want to put it.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like,
costly. Oh, it's costly
yeah,
sometimes to be
yeah,
costly.
yeah. I definitely would need a benefactor for
Yeah.
either that or I gotta go find a sugar mama because the way my bank account's set up right now, it's gonna cost me everything that I got to make the film. So that whole process of getting it out there, Lisa, we're gonna have to go.
I'm saying, I was getting one of my questions to Mrs. Jordan was going to be now, does she um have people come on, like, so say I'm a up and coming writer, I'm doing a little dibbling down, I'm just starting out. What if I had a film idea? Could we come to you, and then
Like a
do y'all do
consultant.
outside projects, or do you
So
just do
we
inside?
are open to doing outside projects. I think because we are such a new production company,
Hmm.
people are, I don't know, maybe they scared, I don't know, but we are open to collaborating and helping. Like, it's been a couple people who been saying they need a cinematographer, and I reach out like, well, um let me know what we can do to help, because I feel like my L name gonna be on the project that you doing, even if you don't have like a real big budget.
Yeah.
With L name being on it and we doing what we doing on a project, everybody winning. We still winning, just putting our name on projects and stuff. Quality projects, making sure that it's quality projects, not just anything. So I'm definitely open. I know my husband is open, and I'm looking to put Baltimore on the map. I really want to honestly build and make Baltimore a great indie filmmaker town. It's going to take time to do that, but
And y'all started. That's all it
Yeah.
takes is one person to
yeah.
really be in there, get their foot in there, and then be willing to help. Because a lot of times you'll have these people that will start something, but then it's like, no, I'm not helping nobody.
They want to
Mm.
go
And it's
all
okay
in.
if you had said no too, because honestly, this is a family situation, so I can understand if you wanted to just keep it in the family too. But there are people that have ill intent and they just like, nah, this is me. I want to take this out of here. I'm gonna go take my project here. This is us. This is ours. So that's commendable.
Well, I had people call me all this. People will call me and say, "Hey, Lynaia, what you think? How to do this? How to do that?" Even when other producers and production companies are casting, the
Mhm.
cast, like the actors that I have, I send them the cast calling casting calls. I text it, I email to everybody, every actor I have. I email group like y'all, somebody's casting, because that's how we gonna win. You know,
Right. Right.
that's how we gonna win. It's not just me trying to keep everything inside. Is
Right.
I have to put it out, put myself out there. So
That's what's up.
So while we're talking about Baltimore,
Yes.
I always got to keep it real. So the one thing that I've noticed about a lot of the film that we have coming out of Baltimore, whether it be movies, short films, series, or whatever. Um, how can I say this? Every story out of Baltimore doesn't have to be like The Wire,
true.
Right. That's true.
which is why I love The Holiday.
I'm saying I like all of them that I've seen so far.
Well, my mind is so open. That's why I'm not people always like, well, how do I write? And that's why every film I create, I'm creating films in different genres. So like I said, Torn is that grimy street
Right,
hood Baltimore
right.
mentality film.
But then,
I got Holiday Hit,
right,
which is a comedy, a family comedy. I have Beautiful Scars, which is a drama,
The
a family
drama.
drama. And then I have The Volunteer, which is a faith-based film.
Hmm.
So I'm just not sticking to, oh, I just want to show this, that. I'm just doing, like, I got project that's so big in my mind, but I'm not going to do it until I get that funding, that budget. Whereas though it's something that I always wanted to do, that type of film, and it's totally different than what I ever filmed. Like I've never done a thriller. I want to do a thriller, a horror. I really don't want to do a horror film because I don't even watch horror films. But I'm going to do one just to just to be versatile. So yeah.
And that's basically the point that I was trying to make. Like I know, and again, this is no shade thrown at anybody, but we can't keep telling the drug story, the story of the drug dealer, and we can't. There's too many other stories that we can tell about our city. But at the same time, unfortunately, if you look at a platform like Amazon Prime and stuff like that, you see so many of those stories that I think sometimes we get caught up in the fact that it's kind of like that rapper that wants that next hit. So he goes to that producer of the person that's making a hit song and he say, I want a record like that.
Right.
Instead of being able to think outside of the box and say, okay, you gave him that, but give me something a little different so that I can try and go make it different. I've had people that I know that have been putting movies and stuff out since like Redbox, and a lot of the stories that I'm seeing that are coming out of the city, it's just like keep the title or replace the title, but the script is pretty much the same. You just you're doing it with different actors, and the outcome may be a little bit different. So that's the only point that I was trying to make with that. Like, everything can be about drugs and killing, even though unfortunately that's what's prevalent, in our city as far as the media is concerned. But we have so many other stories that we can tell. I would love to see someone do a story about like the St. Francis football team and how when they, were just
it's one on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
HBO actually did it.
Wow. Okay. So I gotta go check that out.
My daughter went to St. Francis, so I remember she was showing me it's one on there. But
I'll have to check that out. But my point is, there's so many success stories that we have that come out of this city that I would love to see, featured a little bit more, other than just everybody wanting to be the next Avon and Stringer. Y'all can't. That's been done for 5 seasons now. They took that over. Okay. Let's get into A Right Kind of Love. Tell us a little bit about that.
You want to do Torn or A Right Kind of Love? Which one?
Which one you want to do?
I want to show Torn too, but we can do A Right Kind of Love. A Right Kind of Love is my stage.
Sure. You sure? Okay.
Is we gonna do Torn though?
We're gonna do whichever one you want to do.
We can do Torn too.
We're gonna do them both. I just want to know which one you want to do.
A Right Kind of Love first. We can end it out with Torn because Torn is like what's popping right now.
So tell us a little bit about this one.
So A Right Kind of Love is my stage play. It's about a family secret, and you know how growing up, Black families used to have secrets from back in the day, and they just carry them. So pretty much a young man dealing with his mother that's on drugs, and his grandmother is his support system, but he finds out a family secret that the whole family knew about. And it just evolves, but the end is the mother get herself together, the son he understands, but it's about a family secret. So A Right Kind of Love stage play.
Let's check this out. I really need a producer. This is hard work.
And this is one of our first things we did too.
She's been having a hard time.
Okay.
Oh, and it's all because of boyfriend.
Oh.
My cousin Chris, he just want to make it to the end change everything for our family. This is Nana, and all she wants is what's best for Chris. But her and cousin Tracy, that's a different story. Aisha, she's good for Chris. But we all really like her. And I don't really know who he is. Must be someone important. Chicken Wing, he's the homeless man from the park. Why is he even in this? Oh, and I'm Morgan. And it's my crazy family. But it's always a part time involved.
That was my daughter at the end. She's like, "Oh my God, this is so embarrassing."
Why is that embarrassing? So stage plays becomes a whole different thing because when you're on that stage, you're kind of confined. So how was like the directing of the stage play and making sure that you got everything in that you wanted to get in?
So, like towards the end of our performances, right? I had to recast a couple times for different roles. So when we did the one at Morgan, like 2 weeks before we supposed to perform, one of the characters who was a man role couldn't do it. So I had to I had to do it, right? And they was like, "Oh, Lynaia, you could do it. You know the play better than anybody." I was so nervous, but directing for a stage play is so much easier than directing for a film because you're on that stage and you just need to tell people to always, look at the audience, to project to the audience, right? That's different because when you filming, you don't want them to look at the camera. You want them to be natural. When the hardest thing is knowing your cues and knowing your lines, because there's no do-overs. Like if you mess up and you forget your line, you better improv and say something. But they do help each other out. So like, say for instance, somebody forgot their line and the next person just stepped in and said like a key word. And the person was like, oh, okay, and got back into their lines. But people don't know, right? Because they never seen it before.
Never
So they
seen it
think
before.
like they don't even know who messing up, who making stuff up or what. So that's the fun part. Stage plays are fun. They are hectic. Your adrenaline was just like pumped up, like, oh my God, you look out and you see all these people out there ready to watch you and see you. And the crazy thing is the very first time I did the role of Uncle Smiley, at the end, when everybody was like, "Where's Uncle Smiley?" So they call you out, do the curtain call. They like, "Where's Uncle Smiley?" And a person was like, "Well, I want to introduce Lynaia Jordan playing the role of Uncle Smiley." He was like, "Oh my God, I knew it was her! I knew it was her!" Or he was like, "Oh, I didn't even know." So I was a whole man, like, "Oh my God!" And that's when I start saying the Tyler Perry of Baltimore, the Tyler Perry of Baltimore. It was just so crazy when I did that role. They was like, "Oh, that's the next Tyler Perry Baltimore." I was like, oh, "Okay." So
I've been in stage play situations where one little person forgetting their line can turn up into about 10 minutes of improv.
Oh yeah.
And you just keep it going until, as long as it doesn't take away from, the
story.
I always say the meat and potatoes of what you're trying to do. Because again, you got 400 or 500 people out there. Nobody knows that you screwed up.
Mm-hmm. They don't.
Yeah.
I know I forgot my lines. I know I did.
Shout out to Cornell Rollins. Thank you for checking
Cornell played a role of Corey in Torn. So he's the lead in Torn. Cornell. Great job.
So you got to make sure that you get in touch with me soon enough the next time so that when you have something coming up, we can get you and the cast up here and we can just talk about,
So we get ready. We're gonna do the premiere of the Volunteer, the faith-based film, like in December, next month sometime. I don't know the exact date. I think it's gonna be close because it's a little holiday-ish. And I know you booked up because we was going to do January at first, but God might just open up a slot for me like He did. Oh, you never know, because that's how it work with me with stuff, So, but yeah, the cast of Volunteer, even January, February, whenever, it don't matter. I would love to like come back and let them.
Hold on a second. I believe in making stuff happen. So if you don't mind, because Lisa Monet told me she's not getting paid for the month of December, so she's not coming on under any circumstances. Yeah, I'm lying on you. So what?
Yes. Yes.
If you don't mind, either January the 22nd or the 29th, we can make that happen.
Yeah, whatever day you put me down.
Yeah, we'll talk off air about that. But I would love to get like some of the cast members because as they're chiming in, they're showing you a lot of love. So I would like to. I would like to definitely get their side of working with you, telling us the truth because you're making it seem like you're the greatest producer. Come on, y'all, it's okay. Do it this way when you might be.
No, I love all of my cast.
Absolutely.
Like, they are like super, super awesome. Like I be like at odds, like how the people that God put in my life, how like influential and important they become. Like it's like we become family. Like I'll call them just to talk to them, sometimes the vent. So
because awesome. a lot of times you're spending anywhere from 3 to 6 months with people, almost 4, 5, 6 days a week. Yeah. Trust me, I definitely understand. I definitely understand. So I want to get into this torn teaser finally.
Yeah.
Because I know that's what you've been waiting for. So again, just talk a little bit about this while I'm pulling it up.
So Torn is right now we have 6 episodes filmed, and we will be starting to film the next 6 episodes in January next year. But it's a urban love story about 2 brothers and how they deal with the relationships in their lives.
And this has Mama D's Productions all on it. So let's get into this. Torn.
Oh yeah, here we go again. Crazy.
And he said peaches.
I'm picking up an order from a son.
She tells me a lot. And I know, man, he got this little chick he been talking to. I don't know her name or like how she looked, but I do know he's been talking to somebody. But maybe we can figure out who she is.
Talk to her.
Whatever.
Just now.
She won't fuck you.
Well, okay. So you'll do that. I didn't come here to fuss or fight with you. I'm just trying to understand what happened between us.
You is what happened between us.
Oh, so now you fucking her. You have another bitch now, huh?
No. You have peaches that you fuck.
You and your punk ass better get the fuck out!
They ain't talking no pressure, bringing
Quick kill! Go kill!
Only real niggas in a circle, no extras. Only bad bitches can't make no exceptions. Good on my own, I don't need no acceptance. I'm doing better, I was feeling neglected. I gotta check and stretch that off my checklist. I'm for that record, you gotta get
y'all know you're
talking
right?
no pressure.
You should have been let me kill that bitch.
Need help?
They ain't talking no pressure, bringing no pressure. Left from in the past, niggas mad, they stressing. Only real niggas in a circle, no extras. Only bad bitches can't make no exceptions. Good on my own, I don't need no acceptance.
Hope y'all ready. Torn.
So that's the teaser, right? So we do got like a 5-minute trailer, like a little sneak peek. I'll send that to you. I don't think I sent you the 5-minute one.
Yeah, I was about to say because that's the one I would have played if you would have sent that one.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a gritty, it got scandal. It's just like if I can compare it,
I
it
feel
would
like
be
there's some plot twists that people might not be ready for in there.
oh yeah. Like when we did the red carpet premiere, people was like, oh, they didn't want to get up and go like because we show all 6 episodes and people was telling me like calling me the next day like, girl, I did not get up. I ain't want to go get nothing to eat. I ain't want to go get nothing to drink. I wasn't trying to go smoke or nothing. I just wanted to see what was happening next. And me and my husband, like when we film stuff, we go back, we watch it, and if we say, oh, it need this in it, that's the good thing about it. Like I'm the writer, so I write, and I'm like, come on, let's call them and let's film this real quick. So like we was filming scenes, like just little parts to put in to make the twist better, to make it better. Just calling the actors like, you think you can come out that night and film real quick, and they'll come. Like big shout out to the whole cast that's on: Fatima Cisse, Cornell Rawlins, Kimmy A. Workman, Charlie Jones, Rasan Harris, Patrice Lovett. It's just so many. My family members: Lashida Pearson, Kion Boy, Joe Quan Tyson. It's just a lot of people that's involved in it. And with Torn, that's when my team really started to build. So like Eileen Davis, she was an actress. She played Nana in my stage play. She played the mother in Beautiful Scars. And she came on board of Torn and was like, Lynaia, I believe in what you're doing. And she's my right-hand man other than my husband. So like, because at first I was skeptical, but opening up and giving people like access to me because of what happened with the guy. But I saw that I couldn't do everything myself, especially with this series. Christian Young, she actress in the stage play. Same thing, Lynaia. I believe in you. She a part of the team. LJ, Lalisha Jackson. She did the wardrobe for Torn, also assisted on production as well. And all of these are actresses that said, Lynaia, I see your vision. I want to be a part of it. And I'm so appreciative to these ladies that they helped me. But of course, my family is my first support. My mother, my husband, my children, my cousin Tay. He do the filming with my husband. Kane jumped straight in on the camera. My kids, my mother-in-law, my aunt, everybody. Like I'm just appreciative to everybody and everything that they do to support my vision.
It definitely makes a difference when you have that you have that team behind you.
That's a
and
blessing.
believes in you and is willing to support. Torn is I wanted to ask about the premiere first. So when you're doing 6 episodes, first of all, like approximately how long are the episodes? And as you're showing them at the premiere, is there like a little break in between? Because I know you were saying that people were like, I don't want to leave, I don't want to get up and go take a break.
Yeah, so what I did was instead of me putting the intro in the beginning of every episode, I took the intro off and only showed it in the very first episode. And the credits, I only showed the credits of the actors because the cast and crew stayed the same.
Okay.
So I didn't show the credits, which cut down some of the times, but all of the episodes with the intro and credits is roughly 30 to 35 minutes. But with me cutting those things off, they were like 25 to 30 minutes, give or take, for each episode. So what I did was I showed 1 through 3 back to back, did an intermission for like 30 minutes, and then I showed 4, 5, and 6. And so it's a total of like 3 hours worth of footage to be seen, but we broke it up. So you seen like an hour and a half, which is like a full feature film. You would go to the movies and see, got a little break, and then showed another hour and a half. and then we, you know, close it out with introducing the cast and stuff, and people getting up talking and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's good.
So my man Rube Rice is checking in. If you ever need a pimp for a scene in the movie, holla at my
There
man
you
Rube
go.
Rice. He'll throw his hat to the side and he'll
Right.
do a pimp
I
for you.
keep that in mind, definitely.
But he is asking a serious question though, and I want to put
What
this
do you
up there. He's
think?
asking if you would ever need any music for
Music
a
for the
score
score.
in anything.
So I
So Rube is he's a producer, and he's a very dope producer out of Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So what I do is with the music, with the score, I reach out to all local artists, right? And I try to give all local artists, like that song you heard, Pressure.
Sick.
Pressure is by a local artist called Stats. And so Pimpin' Ain't Easy. More power to you, bro.
Right.
But I do use all local artist music, and
Nice.
we put it in. When people be, I'm gonna be honest, when people be talking like score and all of that stuff go over top of my head. I'm telling you, because we self-taught everything, right? So the and that's one thing that I'm going to work on, like maybe go take a class and get the correct terminology for everything. But I know what score is. I do know what it is, but I don't use it. I say, all right, so for the music for my project, I use all local artists. So if a producer have artists, have music, have sound, they can send it to me and I'll send you a music release form and I put it in there. Whether it's good, bad, whatever, I showcase everyone's talent in the best way I can. So in other words, you need me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to be a part of, you want to join.
I'll say this, and I understand exactly what you're saying. And first of all, salute to the fact that you choose to use local independent artists, but scoring the scoring and the placement of music in a movie or series is like super important. But because we're watching the movie as a fan, we don't really think about it. And I'm going to use the movie Belly as a prime example. However do you want it set the tone for the opening of that movie? I can't imagine another song that could have gone in that place at that time that would have set the tone for that movie. And there's probably a thousand other ones that I could think of, but the scoring and the timing of the music and the right song in the right place at the right time definitely it definitely helps. So
Right. So the person that do the scoring is my husband.
Okay.
So like, because he sits there and he'll be clicking through songs that people sent, and then he'll come across, he like, oh, this is the perfect one right here, and he'll move it out and fade it in and all that stuff. So he does all of that. Me, I hear the music, he'll be like, somebody send you some music, I like, yeah, this is a good song, put that on there. And he like, it don't go right there, let's put it right here. So he does that, like that scoring part. And I mean, like, honestly, people was like, the music was like awesome, like it just flowed. Like when we had the romantic scene, had the slow, it was awesome, like for us to be beginners in this.
I don't think a lot of people realize how important the music is, you know, to a movie, and now I'm thinking about New Jack City and I Want to Sex You Up in that scene right there. But that's just the psycho in me that thinks about, like, damn, I can't think of another song that would have gone perfectly, you know, right there. So I can connect you with Rube if you're interested.
Definitely.
He's an amazing producer. He has a daughter from here in Baltimore, Chobino, who I think is a great MC. And so if you know whatever you guys can, you know, collaborate and work to do, it will be so amazing. This has been fun.
Yes. I ain't see you sip nothing before the show started. You said, go get your glass. With my glass tag.
What you mean? My cup is empty.
Oh,
he messed his cup. I don't have anything. Sorry.
Don't make me tell everybody that you got Don't make me tell everybody you got a wine glass with water in it now.
Is it water? No, it could be clear.
It could be clear. Yeah, it's Ciroc. It's really Ciroc, but she said. But no, I really love what I've seen so far, and
Yes,
depth,
y'all are amazing.
please, if you don't tag anybody else, please tag me
I
when the
definitely.
holiday movie is ready because I want to check that out.
Yes.
I'm very, I won't say anti Tubi, but like I'm 50-50 on some of the stuff that I've seen on Tubi so far.
But you gotta search and see. That's the other thing. Like they put stuff. Tubi put stuff up there that so many people click on and watch. But if you Tubi has a search bar, so if you go over to the search bar and put in the type of things that you want to see, because I binge watched A Different World on Tubi.
See, I never knew that.
You can search. I mean, like Raising in the Sun. I've watched that on there. I mean, like they have so many different. Yeah, they have everything on there. But what they showcase is the indie. They are the best platform for the indie
artists
industry. Yeah.
So
We have holiday films on there. Oh yeah. You just gotta go in the search bar. What you looking for?
Okay.
So don't be anti-Tubi.
All right, I got you. So I mean, I've been watching some stuff with Tubi because a good friend of mine, Trey Chaney,
oh yeah,
who plays Poop on The Wire, and he was in a ton of other stuff. Like he has probably about 6 or 7 different movies on Tubi. So,
Thanksgiving roast.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody posted about Thanksgiving roast on Facebook today. It didn't get the best
and
review.
Queen of Hearts, like my lead, one of my actresses, Kimmy A. Workman. She is the lead in Queen of Hearts, and he plays in Queen of Hearts with her.
Queen of Hearts, is that the movie where he met the single mom? And she had like 4 or 5. No, I think that was called something different.
No, Queen, not that one where he met the single mom. No, Queen of Hearts is a thriller by somebody. I think her name Taisha Downey from Baltimore. I mean, I don't know if she's from Baltimore, DC, but she's from the DMV area, and it's about a serial killer.
Okay, yeah, that's
and she get revenge, but he plays in there. So yeah, definitely support indie filmmakers.
Thank you, Shawnee. Yeah, so I mean, I give a lot of credit to those platforms like that because they do allow, a space for you guys to come in and really, get it out there. I mean, once it finally makes it up there, it's accessible to millions, what I mean? But it's just a matter of like the promotion, I think, that goes into it once it finally gets there. Is important because again, if you wouldn't have said something about like a Raisin in this, I would have never known that was on TV.
Oh yes, definitely. A Wonderful Life.
And plus, I'm a very impatient person, so sitting through commercials is like it kills me.
And they don't do a lot of commercials either.
Right.
But I just want to say one thing. So recently I found out that I was nominated for the Mama Award.
Yeah.
So it's the Music and Movie Awards. It's a DC. Somebody nominated me. I did not know, right?
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. When I go on there, I'm nominated in 7 different categories. Wow. And I don't know who nominated me. I really don't know. But they extended voting till tonight. So if y'all go on to Mama Awards and vote, I'm in stage play director, stage play producer, The Right Kind of Love, my films, Holiday Hit, Beautiful Scars, author, writer, and one more other category. But just if you see my name or Jordan Productions, just vote for us. Because I'm super excited to be in 7. And I'm like, I know out of one of them 7, I bet win something, right? But it was just like a shocker. And I'm just grateful. I keep telling people, like, whoever nominated me, let me know, like, thank you for that. Like, that was just awesome. Like, and it's not, I don't know, it might be a big award. I don't even know. Like, I never heard of it, but
it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't.
And the one thing that I always say, like for me, the nomination is the win for me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The nomination is the win. If you get, you know,
Let me find
if
it.
you happen to quote unquote win the award and you get to get up there and get your little trophy, that's fine. But the fact that somebody thought enough of your work to actually nominate you, and you're saying that you're nominated so many times and you don't even know who put the nomination in there, like to me, that's the win.
Yeah.
You know, that's the
And
win.
like a little birdie from Hollywood told me that it's a award ceremony coming up and they got open nominations. And he told me, he said, you're not gonna win. He said, but just the fact that your name is gonna be listed with these people, they gonna see your name. So what you just said just just was confirmation for me to do what he told me to do from what you just said, and I just want to let you know that it was just a confirmation. So I said that for confirmation, just to speak it into the atmosphere, let God know that I'm listening.
Wait a minute, Shawnee, you said here's the
Shawnee,
link.
she's gonna send us the link.
You said
Yeah,
here's the link, but then there's no link.
was nominated. Shantia was nominated for actress in Beautiful Scars, music. I think she's female music artist. Kimmy A nominated. I mean, like so many of the actors, like from my stage play, was nominated. Like underneath the stage play, it is so awesome. And I know they're gonna show up because they show up. When I say they didn't flew to Charlotte, popped up, surprised me. So when I say we nominated in something, they come out. So yeah.
So here's my thought process with this, because I've won a couple of awards for like best radio show.
Wow.
And Access Granted has been nominated, but we haven't won anything yet. But here's my thought process to this. A lot of the award shows allow you to nominate yourself. For whatever the category may be. And if you choose to nominate yourself and then you can go out and you can get enough votes, you know, fine and dandy. But for me, my biggest thrill was to have a person from an award called the Rep Your Ground Award hit me up out of the blue back in, like, I think that was 2016, and say, hey, we see your grind, we see what you're doing, we want to nominate you for this award.
Wow.
And then once you get nominated, you can go and put it out there, and as you're doing, tell people to come vote. It just means a little bit more when somebody else sees the work that you're putting in, you know. So if that person that nominated you does come forth, you know, fine and dandy, you can, you know, give them a hug and say thank you. But if they don't, you know, just take the satisfaction in knowing that somebody out there believes in what you're doing and thought enough of you to nominate it. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've nominated people before as well. But if I think your stuff is junk, whether it be music or whatever the case may be, I'm not putting your name in there because my name is behind that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, like, I don't have a clue who nominated me, but you so right, because like the guy from Hollywood told me nominate myself for this award show, but he told me to do it not because I'm going to win it, just so that my name can be said in terms that I'm not.
And just think about the effect that when somebody goes to that website and they see your name, or they see Jordan Production 8 different times. Somebody's going to look at that and say, I need to go to Jordan Productions, or I need to go to Lynaia Johnson and see what the heck she's got going on, because she's been nominated so much.
What's the buzz about her in the productions?
Absolutely. So congratulations on your win. You've already won.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're a winner, baby.
Absolutely. So let everyone know how they can follow the Lynaia Jordan / Jordan Productions movement.
So you can follow me, Lynaia Jordan, on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and it's just Lynaia Jordan, my name, the original one and only Lynaia Jordan. And on YouTube it's Jordan Productions Baltimore. And on Instagram I have Jordan Productions Baltimore as well. And that's it. I think we got TikTok under Jordan Productions, but I'm not really too.
You sound like me. She sound like me when we talk about TikTok. Yeah. And I apologize. I think I said Lynaia Johnson, but it's
you did, but it's all right. It was like it was stuff going over and everything.
Nah, it's
definitely cool.
Jordan. And it's crazy because I actually put Johnson on the flyer the first time, and I went back and I was like, her last name's not Johnson. Let me fix this.
It is not. It is Jordan.
Yeah, but we definitely appreciate you. I am looking forward to being tagged in the information when the holiday movie comes out. I definitely want to see that. That one right there looks like that might be the one right there.
Okay.
That might be the one that gets you some phone calls. So I'm definitely gonna promote that as much as we possibly can here, and just again hit me back so that we can decide when you and the cast are gonna come back on, and we can definitely make that happen. But other than that, we appreciate you. It's been fun.
It's been a pleasure meeting you, Mrs. Jordan.
And Lisa, you're gonna get with Lynaia so that you can
definitely.
I am. I want to finish it out first, and I'm gonna put it in writing first, and then I'll think about what I'm gonna do with it next. I don't know. I'm undecided, but it's so perfect
Do
because
it.
the networking is.
Just do it. That's all I tell everybody
Yeah.
all the time. Just do it.
She sound like me talking to you now, right, Lisa? Just do it.
I'm doing it.
Just do it.
I'm doing it.
All right, Lynaia, we appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right,
We'll
y'all have
talk
a
to
good
you.
one.
Have a
You
good one.
too.
Yeah, see, you just gotta sit down and you just gotta bang, 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 bang. Just get it out. Once you get it out there, you can decide all of the where it's gonna go and who I need to get it to. But I think she'll be a great contact for you and definitely be able to give you some amazing information. So
Absolutely.
I expect to have that done by Wednesday.
No.
I am just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. That was such a great
She's
show.
amazing. And I almost didn't do the show today. I'm thankful
I know, right?
everything happens. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a true believer in that. Next week we have musician, producer, composer, Buddy Jordan.
Okay.
Who's an amazing guy from Baltimore. He's going to come on the show to talk about the new album that he just dropped recently.
All right.
And I'm hoping that I can get some music to put out there. Again, I want to congratulate our sister, Ja Avi. Went down in Dallas. She did her thing. We are running a special for Lynaia. Thank you. We definitely appreciate you coming on. We are running a special right now up until the end of November. Our pouches of the Access Granted Long Island and the Access Granted rum punches are $10. Save $2 on each pouch. So when y'all doing y'all Thanksgiving celebrations and all of that, y'all need to get drunk because y'all got to deal with the crazy uncle. Y'all got to deal with all of the kids that's gonna be over. So come on and get your little Long Island. Come on and get your little rum punch. Also, after this batch is gone, we're actually going to go back to the bottles. We were only doing the pouches for the summertime because people, for some reason, just like having pouches in the summertime where they can pop the straw in. So after this batch is gone, which will hopefully be by the end of this week, we're going to go back to the bottles. They're also going to be available in DC starting next week, maybe this week. We'll see next week just for sure. And then I still got to give them my people down in Dallas because we are supposed to be trying to get the Access Granted signature drink down in Dallas as well. So exciting times. And make sure if you're on Instagram, you look up the Farewell Collection at Farewell Collection and go support my guy, Najee Farewell. And his video from the interview that I did with him yesterday is on the Access Granted the Pod Stream YouTube channel as we speak. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all of that. We only got 3 more shows this year.
Do we?
Yeah, the rest of November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We need the before we go, we need the website so we can nominate her because I didn't see that.
Shawnee, if you're there, you didn't put it on. In the meantime, while you mentioned it, I'm gonna try to hop on her page because I do think that's important.
It might be on her page. Okay. It
I remember
probably is.
seeing something about her being nominated for the awards, but shoot.
I think that's okay. Wait a minute. I think I see it. I just started following her, so let me see. I could probably go up from getting from there.
And if you do, just put it in the private chat, and then I'll put it in the link at the bottom because I definitely want to go vote and encourage anybody else that wants to go vote. And again, you know, like I said to her, the nomination for me is the win. But
Mhm.
you know, anytime you have that opportunity, you know, to get that kind of recognition as an independent, you know, writer, producer, director, it's very important. So see if we can push about 50 or 60 votes her way and help her get this win because it's very. Did you find it? Come on, Lisa.
Oh, I think it's listen. I think it's www.mamaawards.com. I think
Mama as in
Mama
MAMA
MAMA awards.
awards.com.
Yes. So it's only like it's a MAM and then
Oh,
awards.com, not
MAMA
Mama
awards.
Awards.
Okay, got you. Because I was gonna say that that wasn't working. Okay, MAM awards. Bam, there you go.
Yeah.
And then okay for the Jeez, that's a lot going on this page. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to
Just put the website up there, I guess.
I'm just going to put the website up. So for those of you that are interested, and it should be all of you that tuned into the show tonight that are interested in going to vote for Lynaia and Jordan Productions and everybody that's nominated, go to mamawards.com and just search and get it out there. And we're going to push. And
that's what I'm talking about.
When she's at the Grammys and winning her Grammy Award, she can say, shout out to Excess Granite for helping us win the small award first. Because that's what we did. All right, sis. I appreciate you. I'm about to get up out of here. I got to go check on my family one more time to make sure that everything is good before we shut it down for tonight, man. And I'll definitely, while I'm on air, want to sincerely thank. Okay, hold on. So Lynaia posted something totally.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she sent. Okay, she sent the link to the Facebook. So I will.
Oh, I see it now.
It's not coming up in the comments on here, so I'll make sure that I share it on my page. But before I go, I definitely want to thank you, Lisa, but also everybody that's reached out to my family over the past 24 hours and just gave us some thoughts and some prayers. My cousin's going to be good. My cousin, there she go. Shit, Shawnee, she's on it. There we go. There's another link.
Okay, there it is.
Unfortunately,
thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still going to share it on my page because unfortunately they won't be able to just copy and paste it from here. But I definitely wanted to just thank everybody that's been reaching out to my family for the past day, talking about my aunt and everything. And we are true believers in God's will. So we're just going to keep the situation in prayer. And hopefully when I come back next week, I'll be saying that, my aunt is home and, all of that kind of good stuff, man. But just continue, again, to like, share, subscribe. Again, if you go to the YouTube, the Access Granted, the Podstream YouTube channel right now, there's an interview up with the brother from the Farewell collection, Najee Farewell. I had a great interview with him yesterday. And I'm actually getting ready after we get off air. I'm going to go post that on my Facebook and other social media stuff so that we can share that. Great story. 23 years old. That brother's out here doing his thing. So I definitely want to support his movement. So y'all make sure that y'all follow that. Other than that, man, we will see you guys next week.
See y'all. Love y'all.
Veterans Day is next week because I got a long weekend coming up. Yes. Yes, because Veterans Day is Friday.
Yes, it
Veterans
is
Day.
the 10th, right?
So I'll automatically get Monday off as well. Oh yeah. Okay. I got a
Okay,
long.
booyah.
I got a long. It's gonna be a whole lot of access granted. Long Island iced tea going down this weekend.
Okay.
All right, man. We love you guys. We will see y'all next week. Access granted the par string. I gotta put the heart up because I haven't put it up all day. There
Go with the heart up.
we out of here. Come on.